Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Criminal Phil here again with another video on a wish list, or just something that's more of a quality of life fix for Vega conflict. Now, as most of you regular players would know, when you look at the deep space navigator section, the galaxy map, if you click on the first deep space sector, which is the axis sector, you click on this information tab, and it brings up all these fleets that are. You can look at the loot. You can find a target. So, for instance, I'm going to go and find this outpost, just a random one that I picked. Now, the problem is, and and then if you go into the Umbra sector and Pharmacon and Alterium, but I'll just stick with the Umbra for the moment. And you click on the info. Now it brings up all your daily, everyday, 24/7, every day of the week supply runs for the different stuff, including the Overlords and the United fleets, which are the USA fleets that we know of, that we've got just for the cruisers, and then it also goes all the way down to your monstrosities and for your Levi targets. It doesn't do. Okay, it doesn't bring up the behemoth targets in there for some reason, unless it's somewhere else. Okay, but it doesn't appear to bring them up. But what my bugbear is, that when you go into this is going to apply for either the main event, the mobilization, the decimation, or the current 3 strikes that we have. Now, if you click on here and you click on the info, it takes you to the event store, not any fleet finding ability. What I feel is that what I think would be a nice feature on this is to be able to click on this, I'll point this way because it makes it on this tab, to be able to bring up all the fleets that are in here, because as you're about to see, there are a lot of fleets in this area. Like, sure, it's not a highly, and this is nothing compared to what happens when we have our main event fleets and the mobilization and the decimation. So it would make finding fleets a hell of a lot easier, rather than having to zoom in and all these different fleets. Like, you've got literally in here, you've literally got about 20 or so or more different fleets, because you've got the Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 3, Mark 4, Mark 5, and then you've also got the RIs for your Thorian armor and stuff like that. So you need to be able to, and the weapons, so you need to be able to easily find these things, even though you don't necessarily need to hit them all the time, especially this one, the strike ones. These are more of a top-up type thing. But when it comes to the main events and the weekend events, you really would be nice to be able to have these in there. So this is what I'm looking for, because it just gets too convoluted and too hard to work out where things are going, especially in the main events, because they've got fleets flying bloody everywhere. You've got Pharmacon fleets, you've got Umbra fleets, you've got Alterium fleets, all in the same sector, crisscrossing each other all over the place, and it makes it very confusing. The other thing that I would like to see during the main events is exactly like we have here now, where we've got 3 sectors that are only for the Alterian fleets for those events. Then you also have 3 sectors here for the Umbra fleets only, that released on those events. And once again, the Pharmacon sector. So therefore we can, because at the moment you've got about 100 fleets flying 100 different fleets, I should say, flying around all these different, all these sectors. And in a main event, you've only got 3 sectors to choose from for your targets. So what we need to do is we need to, if you're not going to combine some of these targets together, like say for instance, one target, the older the targets get, like the Valerians, like the skirmisher fleets, Valerians, they could drop a Mark III and Mark IV, put them together, put them into one fleet, just like you did with the mothership stuff for Altarian. You put them together, so you hit this fleet, you'll get a Mark III and a Mark IV box. And if you get another fleet that you hit, you'll get a 4 and a 5. And it could be even expanded to go, okay, you got a 3 and a 4, you hit this target, you get a 3 and a 4. With the current system, you hit another target, and you hit a 5 or a 6, 5 and a 6. So you're cutting down the requirements for the massive amounts of fleets you need to hit, and you're reducing sector clutter. That's what it's all about. It's sector clutter. So like you said, like if you look into the current, this sector here, we've now got, look at all the fleets in there now. You've got these ones here, these are the daily fleets. You've got the United fleets, and then you've also got, okay, you got the serial fleets there and the ping, which is the Zeta Mark 2s and 3s targets. But then you've also got somewhere else, probably over this side, yeah, you've got your Matrix and your DDoS for your segfault. So therefore you've got so many targets that are in there. Just need to combine things together or spread things out more to make things a lot easier to be able to see where you are and what you're doing. Thanks for watching. Hopefully Kixeye takes a notice. Like and subscribe if you want. I don't care. I don't make money off it, but it always makes me feel good. Thanks for that. Talk to you later.